We'd like to share our experience on our last travel to Scotland. We went to Edinburgh and we also went to Dundee. So let's start with how much you spent on flight.
Booked a flight for £75, a return ticket from Gatwick Airport to Edinburgh. Our bags were very small. In our head, we thought it was the carry-on bag, which we calculated. We measured the box and it was small. It was the same size as the measurement that was put on that was mandated for the carry-on bag.
Yes.
And we got to the airport. Meanwhile, our bag was, to them, priority bag. Our bag was priority bag. So we get to the airport, they say our bag was priority bag. We said no, it was a carry-on. So we tried to put inside the scale. Apparently, they calculate the tires with it. So it wasn't really good, wasn't going in. So we had to pay £40 each.
£45 each.
£45
so
each.
That was £90.
That was even more than the flight ticket itself.
Yeah, so
it was really upsetting when we thought, but we didn't have a choice. We were already there, so we had to pay for two. Meanwhile, if we had paid for that bag before we get to the airport, it was just £15. It would have just been £30. It was really upsetting.
We got on the plane and we got to Edinburgh Airport.
Yeah, it was a morning flight and we got in very early. I think it was around 8 a.m.
Yeah, it was like an hour flight.
It was an hour flight. It was cool and it was it was smooth. And we got to Edinburgh Airport. Then we started taking pictures, walking through the airport.
The first thing I noticed was the change in weather because it's a bit more chill there. So like the difference we noticed in Scotland and in England.
Okay.
Yeah, the first thing for me was the roads.
Yeah.
Some roads were not properly tiled because we noticed bad roads because when we got to Edinburgh, we journeyed down to Dundee with the Ember bus. Yeah, so some roads were not properly tiled, like the way it was for us where we are coming from in England. What do you notice?
Yeah, aside from the bad roads, well, the accent of the people.
Yes.
It takes a minute before you understand what they are saying. You have to listen very well. They just mix everything up together, which is beautiful. It's very nice. The language, the accent is different. Then when you are in Edinburgh, not Dundee, when you are in Edinburgh, you are on a plain land. You see cars moving around, everybody doing their thing. Then you walk up to an edge, then you look down, you see something else going on down there, like a whole lot of things going on.
So there's a road hop, when you look down, there's another road
then when you
down.
go down, they see another one. You see it all in our video. Then you see places that has a lot of stairs, like you have to walk all the way up.
Yeah, I noticed old houses. Some houses there are very old.
Yeah, most of the houses are antiques. They are very old. Yeah. Even more older than most of the houses in England. I don't know. Maybe it's because of
maybe the vicinity we were really poor. We noticed that there were more houses.
Maybe there's more gentrification in the UK than
in England.
In England than Scotland. Yeah.
Then another thing we noticed is that their rents there are more affordable than rent in England. So you can get a 3-bed, 2-bed for £700, £500. Like it was just more affordable than a 3-bed in England, going for 1,000 to 1,005 above. So that's one thing we also noticed. Another thing is pay rates, because when we were out, we went out for
drinks with some friends. And they were telling us about their pay rate. They were telling us the difference between the pay rate in Scotland and England. Yeah.
Like England pay rate is higher than Scotland, irrespective of the job you do though. But life in Scotland is more chill, serene, cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of trees around, and autumn in Scotland is beautiful.
Yeah, autumn in Scotland is very, very beautiful. The weather condition was not friendly with us, because those days we picked to actually go out to some places we wanted to visit. It rained, really rained, and that didn't really stop our growth. We went out, we were really beaten by the rain, so I think that made it more fun, but It was exhausting.
Yeah, it was really exhausting. If it hadn't rained, it would have been better. We were all soaked up at some point, but we kept going.
Yeah,
when we went to the Scottish monument up there, we were soaked
the
with
castle. Yeah, so we just had to show up because we've already booked those days that we were going to do those things
so
and we had a particular day we're coming back to England, so you could not even miss it at all. Next thing we'll be talking about is places to visit in Scotland.
As soon as we got to Edinburgh, like we said before, we took a bus from Edinburgh to the center, and the first thing, Scottish monuments. It was really nice. We took pictures. That was the first thing the first attraction that you see. It's at the center. I mean, it was really
nice. And another place that I would recommend to visit is the Johnny Walker store. It's really beautiful because we know Scotland to be a place for whiskey tasting. So there are lots of whiskey taste outlets in Edinburgh. So it's actually that's another place for you to visit if you go to Scotland. And another place you should visit is the Harry Potter Museum. I never knew there was anything like that. My husband told me it's really nice. Everything about Harry Potter props, you will find it in the Harry Potter Museum. We took pictures,
from Harry Potter,
and it's for sale. So if you want to get some, that's another place for you to visit. Victoria Street, the popular Victoria Street.
Very colorful, very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Actually, Harry Potter store is in the same place as Victoria Street, one of the stores in Victoria Street. Very nice place as well. It was raining when we got there, but it didn't really matter.
Then another place you should visit is the Edinburgh Castle. It's really beautiful. We didn't have the chance to get in because the tickets were sold out. The vicinity is actually beautiful. Old houses, a lot of whiskey points, very close to the Edinburgh Castle. That's another place for you to visit. And Scotland is known for beautiful view because there are a lot of beautiful views. That was one of the things that encouraged us to go there. There are lots of beautiful views. When you check through the streets of Instagram or TikTok, you see a lot of beautiful views in Scotland. So that also is a plus for you if you are visiting Scotland. Last but not the least, we missed our flight.
On our way back from Edinburgh, our flight was very early in the morning.
Yes.
And guess what? We got to the airport 3 hours before our flight. When we got to the airport, we thought now we are pros, we travel a lot and say, we'll be fine. We sat somewhere, we're just chilling, just having a cup of tea, just doing nothing, just pressing our phone. We were not even sleeping. It was really funny. 20 minutes to the flight. What kind of confidence? It's like we own the whole aircraft. So
can we go now?
We were still supposed to pass through security and checkpoints and everything.
Oh my god!
So we went through all of that, and we still didn't even realize we were late. We got to the shops, and we were still doing the shopping, making videos and all that. So we got to our gate and
closed.
It was locked. It was closed.
We were practically looking at it.
Plane moving away.
Oh god!
Oh my god! It was really painful. My wife was saying, "Babe, go and open the door." Like, how will I open the door? This is locked.
God.
So we had to go back downstairs. Now need to go settle down. And I had an appointment in London that day. That appointment was fucked. It was missed. We had to book another flight. Guess how much we booked another flight? £227 just one way, both of us, just to get back to London.
And you remember that a day before then,
like 200%.
A day before then, we had to pay for our bags.
Yeah.
Because we paid for our bags when we were coming. Yeah. We had to pay for another bag.
Yeah.
Then 200. We paid 250 something.
Yeah, we had to pay bags too.
That was
that's
over 100%.
No, it was really painful. At that point, I think we had to wait for another 4 hours or 3 hours.
The flight we booked delayed.
It was delayed for another 2 hours. We just waited at the airport. We couldn't talk to each other.
She
was sitting at the back. I was like, "Come sit with me." She said, "No, please." You know, I couldn't blame her. She couldn't blame me.
Yes.
Although I cannot blame her at the end of the day.
Because you said I'm in charge of.
I mean,
no.
You are always in charge of airport runs and stuff. Anyways, moving on. We missed our flight. It was really painful. And well, we got back home. We got back to England. Took a train from the airport back to our base.
Yeah.
And now we have forgotten about our flight that was missed, and we put all our energy into the beautiful places we saw in Edinburgh. Yes. And believe me, guys, it was all worth it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And I just feel like there's no how you'll be traveling for a long time. It will come to a point where you
That's what I said. Travel enough if you have not missed your flight once.
Yeah, so it was a really beautiful experience for us. So let us know if you're going traveling to Scotland or you've traveled to Scotland. What places did you visit? Which part did you enjoy most, and which one did you really have that bad side, like we missing our flight? Thank you for watching this video, and we will see you guys in our next video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Nice to see you.
My name is Fola. Bye.